said no one is hurt. I do want to take a look behind me so you can see it's still an active scene here. And if we just pan all the way over to the left.
This is breaking news.
Well, that breaking news as we come on the air. Baltimore County firefighters are currently working to put out a 3-alarm fire in Dundalk. Thank you for joining us for the news at 11. I'm Kelsey Kushner. We know that fire broke out just after 6 p.m. this evening at a recycling plant on Retman Lane. That's where we find Casey Baylor now live on your corner. And Casey, thankfully there were no injuries in that fire.
Yeah, Kelsey, thankfully, like you said, no one is hurt. I do want to take a look behind me so you can see it's still an active scene here. And if we just pan all the way over to the left, you can still see a plume of smoke. Firefighters were just dousing some water on this recycling plant not long ago. Now, the fire chief said this building was evacuated, but they did say an elderly man who lives nearby did go to the hospital for precautionary measures. In fact, we spoke to his daughter, who says she rushed him out of the house as fast as she could.
Lots of smoke, lots of dark smoke and flames. And we could feel the flames in our yard.
Sharon Thompson lives near Owl Metals, a recycling plant in Dundalk that caught fire Saturday night. After a neighbor alerted her of the fire, she had to think quickly.
My first reaction was to get my dad out because he's on oxygen.
She says her father went to the hospital for precautionary measures, which Baltimore County Fire Chief Joe Dixon confirms.
We considered evacuation, but there was only one person that's been transported.
Baltimore County firefighters responded to the scene on Retman Lane after 5 p.m. While on scene, crews noticed the building partially collapsed.
We do have MBU as well as our hazmat unit on the scene to make sure that doesn't become a bigger issue.
Chief Dixon says about 100 firefighters, including crews from Baltimore City, helped battle the 3-alarm fire. He says what's inside could pose a challenge for crews.
It is tough anytime you're dealing with recyclables because a lot of it is back together.
And Chief Dixon confirmed there have been previous fires here at this recycling plant, but he said right now the focus is making sure the flames are out and then determining what caused this fire. Reporting live here in Dundalk, I'm Casey Baylor for WJC.
Do y'all ever wonder how firefighters
This is NBC Nightly News with Jose Diaz-Balart.
Good evening. The battle over TikTok's fate is now going down to the wire. It's hard to overstate just how important TikTok is for so many Americans. It's not just a place for goofy dance videos, but it's a commerce site, a communications tool, and a source of income for many. But as the clock hits midnight tonight, it very well could shut down here in the U.S. 170 million American users shut out, billions of videos vanishing, all due to a legal and political standoff that has no clear off-ramp in sight. Today, TikTok, the company, and the White House in a war of words. The Biden administration saying the app's fate is in the hands of the incoming Trump administration. But just hours ago, President-elect Trump spoke exclusively to NBC, weighing in on the standoff. Savannah Sellers starts us off tonight.
Tonight, TikTok is demanding action from the Biden administration, saying that without necessary clarity and assurance, the app will be forced to go dark for its more than 170 million American users tomorrow.
It hurts me.
Dying.
Users flooding the video sharing tool with farewell messages.
I think it's time we say goodbye. It's a really sad day today, man. I'm not gonna lie.
In a phone call with NBC's Kristen Welker, President-elect Trump said delaying the need for a shutdown with a 90-day extension is something that will be most likely done, and that he could have an announcement on his decision as soon as Monday. But at issue right now, in the final hours of the Biden administration, are the service providers essential for helping TikTok operate. Companies like Apple and Google, which make TikTok available through their app stores, as well as tech giant Oracle, which manages the data centers where TikTok videos are stored. The law, based on national security concerns just upheld by the Supreme Court, demands TikTok divest from its China-based parent company ByteDance. Without that sale, there could be massive fines for the companies that enable TikTok to operate. Ahead of the law's midnight deadline, TikTok now says unless the Biden administration immediately provides a definitive statement to satisfy the most critical service providers assuring non-enforcement, unfortunately, TikTok will be forced to go dark on January 19th. The White House today calling that statement a stunt and saying its position has been clear, reiterating that actions to implement this law will fall to the next administration. TikTok CEO on Friday already publicly courting President-elect Trump.
We are grateful and pleased to have the support of a president who truly understands our platform.
Savannah Sellers joins me now. Savannah, is it possible that TikTok goes dark tomorrow, but then pops right back up in a day or two?
Jose, my sources within TikTok tell me anything, including that scenario is possible. The company's CEO is expected to attend the inauguration of Donald Trump. They may feel more comfortable bringing the app back online once Trump is in office. Jose?
Savannah Sellers, thank you.
No
Much of the
more
country is
TikTok.
bracing for brutal cold and snow starting tonight. More than 100 million under alert for life-threatening extremes and temperatures that could feel like an astonishing 55 below zero for some. Emily Ikeda joins us now from New York City.
He says we're for like 55 below zero.
Yeah, that's right, Jose. New York City is bracing for potentially more snow than it has seen in several years, with up to 5 inches expected to fall tomorrow and 8 inches outside of the city. There are more than 1,600 snowplows at the ready across the state as officials warn of a 1-2 punch with frigid temperatures to follow. Wind chills forecasted to dip below 0 degrees next week, and the Northeast is not alone. 80 million are under winter alerts, and 110 million facing cold weather alerts, stretching into Texas, where temperatures could drop 30 degrees below average. In Louisiana and New Jersey, the governors there declaring states of emergency in preparation for the winter weather. But the most extreme temperatures will freeze the northern plains, where it could feel like negative 55 degrees through Monday. Jose?
Emily Ikeda in New York, thank you. In Los Angeles tonight, thousands of families are starting to return home after those devastating wildfires. Evacuations now lifted in some areas, while in others, firefighters are still battling the flames.
Damn!
Morgan Chesky reports from hard-hit Pacific Palisades.
Tonight, from the charred ruins of the Pacific Palisades to the now ash-laden Altadena. An emotional return for those who fled homes as flames erupted. On this street, one of the only homes left standing was Mosengani's.
First day back home today.
Yeah, first day.
How's it feel? I cannot say anything more.
While his home made it through, he tells us smoke damage may leave nearly everything inside. A total loss. For fire survivors, new challenges. Donald Kirkland's house still stands, but concerns over air quality from both smoke and charred debris means masking up anytime he walks outside.
And we don't know what chemical makeup it is, so we don't want that to get into our lungs.
On the fire line, hopeful progress. More than 5,000 firefighters are reinforcing crews that have reached 43% containment in the Palisades. And for the Eaton fire, an encouraging 73%. Relief efforts also gaining steam.
Everybody's not okay, but we're okay.
As victims flood donation sites for anything and everything.
We expect to do this not just for weeks and months to come, but for years. Rebuilding and getting people back on their feet is going to take a long time.
The LA Rams doing their part too, encouraging relief efforts in their beloved city before departing for Sunday's playoff game, knowing they're part of something bigger than football.
You're going to see the people that are selfless and are wanting to help and be able to step in other people's shoes and say, how can I get my hands dirty and help people out? So I'm excited for that.
And Morgan joins us from Pacific Palisades. Morgan, we're getting word President-elect Trump may be making a visit to the West Coast.
Yeah, Jose, that's right. The president-elect told our own Christian Welker that he does plan to visit the fire zone by the end of this week, but added he is yet to personally speak to California Governor Gavin Newsom. Jose?
Morgan Chesky in Los Angeles, thank you. And you can watch the Rams take on the
TikTok.
Eagles tomorrow, right here on NBC. Still ahead tonight, outrage over the damage from Elon Musk's Starship explosion. Debris now littering a tropical paradise more than 1,000 miles away. plus emergency on the slopes after a ski lift collapses.
Oh,
Daring rescues to save the injured.
Dang. I don't think. Yo, hold on. Where's my stuff at? Oh, fuck. Yes. Back in the building with another podcast vlog. This is Raw Dope Podcast Vlog, and I'm your host, Hand 5000. And in my famous words on this beautiful cold Sunday, good morning. Shout out to all my moderators that may be tapping in. Shout out to everybody that's tapping in. Share this video as you just getting in this video. Get up with us. Let's go. Baltimore City hip hop, Baltimore City media. We talking about everything. ASAP Rocky, underway in trial in California. Met the man, puts hands on his daughter boyfriend when he catch him in the gym. A little old, but you know me, I always get the news late. And the NFL playoffs. Come on, Philadelphia play the Los Angeles boys, the LA Chargers, and Baltimore faces the Buffalo Bills. Now, Baltimore Chip, my first favorite team, is the Steelers. I grew up a Buffalo Bill fan, and they just beating up on everybody that I like, but I'm going to have to put that Baltimore Raven hat on today. You know what I mean? That's what it is. But hey, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, like this video if you just tapping in to the channel, like the video, share the video, love the video, be a part of the video, show love, and I'ma show it right back. Safi in here, Candy Cane in here. Shout out to my mods. Hold up. This is one thing that I should have did a long time ago. And I'm going to do it right now because, you know what I mean? Okay. Your matches is automatically held in review, Candy. You know what I mean? You like it, Buffalo. I like the AFC North. You know, my team is in the North. I grew up liking the Buffalo Bills. Yes, I did. Thurman Thomas, Bruce Smith, Darryl Talley, Don Beebe, Jim Kelly, all the great guys. Great Ma Levy. I grew up, yes. When I first understood football and played football, I was a Bills fan. From like 88 to like probably like all the way until the Ravens got a team. When Baltimore got a team, I was a Baltimore fan. I grew up playing video, Joe Madden and John Madden and talking Joe Montana. I grew up playing video games. So we had different teams. You know what I mean? I grew up collecting football cards. So I know about football. So the Bills was my fan. Before I picked my team, any team my uncles cheered for. And in the 80s, my uncles were cheering for the New York Giants. You know what I mean? They probably was Colts fans, but the Colts left in 79. You know what I mean? So, and then when Baltimore got the team in 96, I was fucking with them. I tell the story all the time. I was fucking with the Ravens from like 96 to 03, 2003. And they just got phony. It just wasn't what I was into, man. And then I put on that black and yellow. You get what I'm saying? But I'm an AFC fan. Overall, all my teams, favorite teams in the NFL, always been in the AFC. And, of course, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and Buffalo. You know what I mean? I don't really know other teams. I like players. They're the only teams I ever like. You know what I mean? To be real with you, the only teams I ever like was first and foremost. Well, I liked the Giants as a kid because my uncle's line, that was Pepper Johnson, Lawrence Taylor, all them niggas, Phil Simms and them. You know what I mean? I always been a Baltimore Oriole fan. I said, you know what I mean? But, you know, it is what it is. But today, the Buffalo Bills play the Ravens. What y'all think? Who y'all think gonna win? And niggas ain't even from Baltimore, but they representing this Raven shit. You feel me? They representing this Raven shit straight up. They representing this Raven shit. They represent this Raven shit, man. This video gonna get lit because I'm in this bitch. My girl, my wife, my lady, she got me right this morning. You get what I'm saying? And we gotta finish up. I'm gonna eat some good breakfast this morning. Hopefully, some eggs with the red pie. The games come on today. I'm gonna go outside, grab a couple bottles of wine today, maybe some Hennessy because it's gonna snow. Grab a few things from the market. We probably be snowed in tomorrow. But guess what? I got a big 4-door Silverado outside. And then all my cars all-wheel and 4-wheel drive. You heard me? I got that big truck and I'ma just slide all around that 4-door. You heard me? That fish tailing out the parking lot, leaving magic. Yes. And everybody wonder why I'm lit today, man. That's how it is, man. I'm in a good space today, man. I'm in an okay space. You know what I mean? Trying to get, make it right. Me and my lady, we've been, back and forth. Talking to the guys in the dates, a couple games come on. I want a bottle. You know what I mean? Like, y'all want me on YouTube all day? Y'all want me on YouTube all day? Donate to the channel, man. Because the bars open up. I got to shoot to the bar. I got to get some things. And hey, listen. I'm going to be on here for a while. After probably my breakfast is done. And wifey says she's about to take a shower and bullshit around and look at fucking Instagram for 3 hours. But donate to the channel today. And you know what? If I start getting donations today, I'm not when I get off at 12 o'clock, because I've been rocking out with y'all at 12 o'clock. And when the games come on, I'm going to come back on at 6 p.m. And if I get people to donate to my channel, right now, I'm going to be on from 6 p.m. tonight to 6 a.m. I will pull a 12-hour shift. Now, listen, I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to be sitting right here in front of the camera. But I'm going to honestly tell you the camera not going off today. And I'm going to have to run it on my computer today. Today, that's how I feel. I'm going to do a 24-hour YouTube screen. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but it's like when people just like, it's like motivation. When you motivate us YouTubers and vloggers and podcasters, we just give a spark. It's like when your girl gives you some ass in the morning. You got that spark, like, yeah, nigga, I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? You got that energy to go. You know what I mean? You got that energy to go. Real shit. I mean, you got that energy to go and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is. But what I do want to say is ASAP Rocky, you know what I mean? The description might be he's got the case. He got the case. He got the case. He got the case. And his wife and his lawyer and them, they want to resolve that joint. That's what they talking about. That's what they talking about. Then we get into everything. We'll get into everything. Hold up. Okay, let's go. Let's go. What Rocky talking about? Let's see what Rocky talking about.
ASAP wasn't in court, but his lawyer, Joe Tacopina, was, and he told the judge no deal, despite rumors that a plea was in the works. There has not been a deal that's been reached, correct?
No, there's no deal that's been reached, no deal that's been discussed.
ASAP, can you be treated fairly, ASAP? Jury selection will get underway next Tuesday for the rapper, whose real name is Raheem Myers, in the gun case where he allegedly fired 2 shots at a childhood friend, ASAP Relly. Video from the incident was previously shown in court, where a man who prosecutors say is Rocky was seen holding a gun, and later shots were heard. What role will the video take in the trial?
Like any other piece of evidence, it's going to be evidence that is going to come with, some context.
What else can you tell us about the case?
We're ready to go. We're ready to go. I mean, it's been a long time. It's been over 2 years. Obviously, it's been something that's weighing over Rocky and Rihanna and their family. We're anxious to get this thing underway and get this behind him and them. Rocky's very protective of Rihanna and doesn't want her anywhere near this proceeding.
Rihanna's support for the father of her 2 children, RZA and Riot, has never wavered.
Yay, Ray.
Just last month, she was front and center in New York as he was honored for his work as Puma director at the Footwear Awards.
I left my kids to be here. I'm super proud of your dad.
ASAP faces the judge and maybe the music next week.
Certainly he'll be here on Tuesday.
Yeah, Rocky gonna be fresh as a motherfucker when he go to court. Rocky a fly motherfucker, bro. Well, ASAP a fly motherfucker. They shouldn't got to the court system with that. The ASAP mob should have took care of that and talked to bro. Come on, bro. We ain't doing no charges type shit. But I remember that happened. I remember that happened. They got the tripping, man. I don't know what Rocky put that Roscoe. Then whatever happened to Rocky case in Sweden? Did he ever beat that thing in Sweden? You know what I mean? Did Rocky beat that joint in Sweden?
Hip hop superstar ASAP Rocky is facing charges in.
That did his man. What's up with his man that he did it to though? I mean, is the ASAP mob still together? Anybody know? Is the ASAP mob even still together? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like ASAP mob is still together. Baltimore school violence prompts calls to court accountability. Baltimore school violence prompts calls for accountability. Let's get into that. But ASAP Rocky will appear in court on Tuesday for his jury selection. If you know anything about the jury and you go to jury trial, you have to be there with your lawyer to pick out the jury. What that means, jury selection means there's hundreds of people in there, you and the prosecutor, your defense and the prosecutor get to strike with jurors or pick jurors, and then at the long ass day in court, maybe take 2-3 days, y'all pick 12 people that y'all want on the jury, a couple alternates. I think it's like 14 people altogether. 12 is in the courtroom, a couple of them on standby. That's how it goes. So Tuesday we had more from ASAP Rocky. So the boy Method Man puts his hands on his daughter boyfriend when he catch him in the gym. Method Man put his hands on his daughter boyfriend when he caught him in the gym. You know, Meth like 50 years old. I don't know what happened. Daughter must have been, I don't know. But he put hands on his kid, man. They say the boy, you know what I mean? I remember in school we used to tell dudes spell Method Man. And they couldn't do it. And then we just say METHOD, man. METHOD, man. That was our joke. Like, bro, he say it in the rap. Like, you gotta know how to spell that. Like, come on. That was the high school days. We used to challenge each other. A word that we couldn't spell. Like, nobody was really smart enough to spell Mississippi. Like, real talk. Like, y'all remember that in school? Niggas wasn't smart enough. So, niggas gonna act like they knew how to spell Mississippi. Or hippopotamus. That's two words that they get you every time, and Google wasn't out there. You know what I mean? Google wasn't out there. All right. Method Man arrested and charged with assault.
Back in the day, Wu-Tang told you not to mess with anybody, but somebody didn't listen.
Somebody ain't listen. I want to get to what the news say, because so many vloggers jumped on top of this case, you know, that you gotta be like, oh, Method Man. Method Man beat him though. Method Man chipped him. Method Man chipped his daughter boyfriend all in the joint. Meth, whatever he did. You know what I mean? That I know.
People are saying that this is like the end of hip hop as we know it. You know, so I'm just asking your opinion.
Oh man, the unstoppable rise of Method Man daughter.
In the heart of New York, where hip hop legends are born, there's a new name echoing through the streets.
Wow, let's get into this. Now we ready to get into Method Man and his daughter and everything. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. Let's go.
Is stepping into the spotlight now. She's not here to just ride the coattails of her father's fame. Che. A lot of people say I got an easy pass, but I'm here to prove them wrong. I'm Che, and I've got my own story to tell. Che, born Cheyenne Smith, isn't just following in her father's footsteps. She's making her own path with her unique style and fierce lyrics. Her debut tracks, Hair and Nails and Bougie Ghetto, have already started turning heads. Montage. Clips from Che's music videos, live performances, photos of her with Method Man, backstage at concerts, interviews where she talks about her music journey. Method Man. I've seen her grow from a little girl with big dreams to an artist with a voice that demands to be heard. She's got the talent, the work ethic, and now the stage. But it's not just about the music. Che has faced the scrutiny and the expectations that come with being a celebrity's child. Here's what she has to say about dealing with the pressure. Che, in this industry, you can't just be good. You've got to be exceptional to stand out.
Right.
My dad taught me that. But I'm here to show I can stand on my own 2 feet, with or without the Smith name. Her performances are electric, her lyrics are raw, and her ambition is unmatched. Che has quickly become an inspiration.
Now, that's crazy. Mr. Hip Hop himself. I didn't know Method Man daughter was rapping. Now y'all got me in the Method Man story. Now I'm in the Method Man fight. But let's get about this assault charge though. Method Man arrest. Let's do that. We're gonna get into the Method Man arrest first. I'm gonna do the Method Man arrest first. And then after that, we can build on it. We can go ahead and build on it because I want to see what's really going on. Why did he put his hands on? Why did he, and then I want to get into, like I said, it's the weekly report. I want to get into Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams is going through a lot right now. And, I liked it, Wendy. You know what I mean? 2 talk shows that I did like, I'm not going to hold you. And I guess maybe because I was in prison when they came out, but the Wendy Williams show and the Tyra Banks show was 2 of my favorite talk shows. I ain't even gonna lie. I can't do it. You know what I mean? And Tyra Banks, you know what I mean? Like, yo, they was real like when Wendy Williams show and the Tyra Banks show for me, they was like real like people. Like I like that they show because they were like real. I watch Oprah too. Not even gonna lie. Of course, my grandmother watched Oprah. I was a little nigga come up watching Oprah. You know what I'm saying? But Wendy Williams and Tyra Banks show and the Ricky Lake show, like the Ricky Lake show when I was little, my grandmother used to watch the Ricky Lake show and watch Oprah and Donahue and shit like that. But me, more like the talk outside of like late night television, Jay Leno, Arsenio Hall, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel. I love late night television. That's what I eventually want to do. I want to do like late night television. You know what I'm saying? That was always like a dream of mine when I got into this journalist space. I always want to do. I fucked it with late night television, Johnny Carson, all that old shit, late night television and shit. But as far as like female journalists that I really took a liking to, I took a liking to the Wendy Williams show because you know what I mean. She had a hot talk where she should talk about shit. And Tyra Banks, I'm hurt that the Tyra Banks show stopped. I thought Tyra Banks was gonna have an everlasting run like Oprah. You know what I mean? I thought Wendy was too, but she got sick and she's going through something. But they were 2 good and black female journalists, you know what I mean? And they used to have some nice ass shows with some very, very important topics that was very cultural. They did, I mean, they were good shows the way as though I could get into it. And I used to be thinking in prison, I used to watch it a lot in jail, and I'd be like, yo, bro, I would go sit in the studio audience. Now, man, I would take my lady and go see a Wendy Williams show. But now I seen one of my favorite female singers, Jennifer Hudson. I see she got a talk show, and I know y'all probably like, damn, that talk show been out forever. But I'm a YouTube watcher. Daytime television don't really come across my screen unless it's the local news or a football, basketball game or something like that. So, I don't catch it. So that's why I didn't know Jennifer Hudson had a show like that. But in prison, and growing up with Granny House, you see that shit on the TV all the time. But now it's YouTube. So we more into Joe Buttons, Joe Rogan, Drink Champs, $1 Million Worth of Gang, Raw Dope Podcast, Act, No Jumper, Back on Fig, all that type of shit. You know what I mean? All that type of shit hold more weight than daytime television. So I feel like daytime television get watched 100% in prisons, 100% in senior citizen homes, 100% in successful, older white women homes, and like hospitals. That's what that daytime TV shit, you can catch it. But if you're just a regular law-abiding citizen and moving around in the world, you can't catch daytime TV. I like to keep the news on to know what's going on in the local region. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep the news on. I was playing in the house. It's good to have the news on from 6 in the morning till y'all leave out because the traffic. You know what's going on. You get what I'm saying? You know what's going on in your town. That's a good thing for the news. You always see me with a big cup of that clear stuff. Now, man, big boy gotta keep that water up. So let's see what's going on here. So I missed that, but them chicks. I'm telling you, go watch an old Tyra Banks show. I'm on some man time. No, nothing. You get what I'm saying? What up? What up? Man time. Show. They was the shows I used to catch. Anybody that was in the joint. In the joint, we used to watch 3 shows. We definitely watched Tyra Banks. Dude, if you're like, yo, you see Tyra, you know what I mean? And, we watched General Hospital. And dudes was watching that Wendy Williams show. I'm not gonna lie to you. Tyra Banks, Wendy Williams, and when TMZ first started, everybody in the joint used to watch TMZ. TMZ used to come on like My 24, Channel 24. You don't even know them channels. Because you didn't even know that My 24, like we used to watch TMZ. They was the three things you watched every day. You know what I mean? Tyra Banks, Wendy Williams, they came on. Then TMZ. That was like getting the Insider, Entertainment Tonight, shit like that. I watched all that shit, man. I ain't gonna hold you, but lately, you know what I'm saying, for years, I ain't been watching. But Tyra Banks and Baby Girl ain't out no more. I thought Wendy Williams was gonna be around like Oprah for a long time, and I thought Tyra Banks will be doing what she do for a long time. If you know that something can be sitting right in front of your face and you can't see it, all right, that I got it. Met the man arrested and charged with assault at the. I don't want no Earl Urban Central.
Yeah, back in the day, Wu-Tang told you not to mess.
You see, it's just be all these joints.
As the hip-hop world turns, another surprising story has emerged involving a legendary figure. Method Man, the iconic member of Wu-Tang Clan, is at the center of a heated controversy. According to law enforcement sources, Method Man is accused of assaulting a man at a Crunch Fitness gym in Staten Island. The altercation reportedly stems from the man's past relationship with Method Man's daughter, Cheyenne Smith. The New York Post reports that Method Man punched the 28-year-old man in the face precisely 7 times with a closed fist. The motive behind the altercation dates back to a relationship the victim allegedly had with Smith more than a decade ago. This incident has ignited a firestorm on social media, with users trolling the saga by sharing vintage clips of Method Man's character from the popular video game Def Jam Vendetta. While Method Man and his daughter have recently been in the news for very different reasons, this incident has cast a shadow over their public appearances. Last March, Cheyenne Smith took a significant step in her music career by performing as Trina's guest at 97.9 WJLB's Takeover 5 concert in Detroit. Despite her father's fame, Smith insists on carving out her own path in the music industry. As the story continues to unfold, fans and followers are left to ponder the complexities of fame, family, and personal vendettas. What are your thoughts on this shocking revelation? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on your
boy, man. All right, here it is.
Rapper and actor Method Man of the legendary hip-hop group Wu-Tang Clan is accused of assault that happened at a gym on Staten Island. Police sources say a man told officers the 53-year-old rapper, whose real name is Clifford Smith, punched him in the face several times on Monday. Investigators say the alleged victim had a previous relationship with Method Man's daughter. Officers do want to talk to the rapper, but no charges have been filed.
Okay. Yeah. What do you say? Arrest. See, people be running around promoting false stuff. That's what they say. No charges. Officers want to talk to him. He charged. Breaking news: Method Man arrested after putting hands on him.
Also new this Friday morning.
So they saying he wasn't arrested, and that's the
breaking
news.
Moments ago, it was reported that rapper Method Man has been arrested.
Yeah, it's nothing with like the real news. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like the real news report on it. I'm sorry. Breaking news, Busta Rhymes arrested. What's Busta arrested for?
What's up, family? The good homie Busta Rhymes is facing multiple assault charges after an alleged altercation with his assistant in New York City. On January 10th, Busta got into an argument with Darshell Gables over him being on his phone during work hours in the lobby of Gables' condo building in the downtown Brooklyn area, according to law enforcement sources.
Yeah.
We're told that the dispute...
These dudes out of order, bro.
Now, this has been a spicy week for New York rappers because just a couple hours ago, Method Man was arrested for beating up his daughter's ex-boyfriend in the gym. Now it's only been an hour later, and now Busta Rhymes is charged for assault too. What is up with New York rappers? Are they just out of pocket right now? Is it too cold in New York or something? I don't know what's going on, but it's crazy. And then the other day, Lil TJ and Offset going at it. So New York is a wild place, and I guess they just letting it all out right now.
Yeah, New York going. Let's listen to what's everything going on in New York. We're gonna listen to this.
Busta Rhymes is facing multiple assault charges after alleged altercation with his assistant. Law enforcement sources said Busta got into a verbal argument that allegedly turned physical last Friday, where he faced off against a 50-year-old man who works with him. We were told that there was an argument which took place around 10 in the morning in Brooklyn. And resulted in Busta Rhymes punching his assistant on the left side of his face.
Dang.
Sources tell us Busta took off after alleged assault, prompting the assistant to call 911. Police and the paramedics soon arrived on the scene and took Busta's assistant to a nearby hospital. Allegedly, Busta Rhymes turned himself into the police earlier this week on Tuesday and was given a desk appearance ticket, which means the rapper will be headed into court over the incident. He has been charged with a misdemeanor assault in the 3rd degree and attempted assault and harassment. Busta Rhymes. Busta, what it is right now. Definitely not this. So, I had to go check out and see if Busta Rhymes, had something to say about it. And so I went over to his page, and it doesn't seem like posting a new album that's coming out. Okay. He's dropping tomorrow. Okay, so this is promo for him. He's going crazy. Oh, he's at an event with Dave East.
Yeah.
He was at an event last night with Dave East, and I guess it's his album for
Busta.
So it seems like even though
what's up with these? What's up with everybody putting their hands on their assistants? You know that a lot is going on with this. But how can you tell a grown man don't be on their phone? Doing work hours, like you're an industry guy. Like, what is he possibly doing? Like, yo, probably had to call his mother, his girl, or something real quick. Like, you punch a dude for being. It'd be more to that going on, bro. Like, cause I'm just saying, bro. Like, Method Man fighting his daughter boyfriend. I understand that, but Busta, yo, you on your phone doing work hours, and that make you punch somebody. I thought you was richer than that. Like, nah, man, you been had a problem with that man. Why you just fire him? I can't be the rich dude getting in all these tussles. These tussles is gonna lead to lawsuits. You know what I mean? That's what they do. They get the paperwork. It's just like you get in an accident. You get the person information, you report it. They got Busta locked up. Now they're gonna go for the lawsuit. 250,000 or $500,000 you ready to get this man. And the lawyer probably gonna go for a payday. So you gonna come out at least paying this dude some out of court for 350,000 for a punch. You know what I mean? 300K, you know what I mean? You get punched in the face, get you 300K. Oh, that man gonna get 300K for you just punching him, bro. Like, you could have fired him and just told him, get away from you. You on your phone. Yo, you no longer with the team no more. You out of here. Fired. Get out my face. Don't ever come around again. You could get away with that, but putting your hands on somebody is just gonna lead to your bag, and you might not care. He might have been so fed up with that individual, they just slapped all the shit out of him. That's what he did. But that man gonna sue him. You get what I'm saying? Because if a man call the police and go to the hospital after being assaulted by another man, he's gonna press charges against you, and he's in the process of that, he's gonna get a lawsuit, and then he probably drop the charge. You settle out of court for the money, they drop the criminal charge, and that's just how I go. You get what I'm saying? I'll be damned if Busta Rhymes swing on me and I'm calling the police. Yeah, these dudes that be assistants and dudes be different. Like, man, even with Diddy and some of these accusers, I don't respect a man. MAN doing no lawsuit type shit unless you got to do it with a big corporate company. But bro, if you owe me something, if I do a beat for you, if I'm a producer and you don't do it, bro, I ain't no problem with that, bro. I'm gonna do the beat. I'm gonna sell my beat again. When I see you, you know it's up. You get what I'm saying? You know it's up. I'm not. Come on, yeah. I'm not doing no court shit, bro. You put your hands on me. Ain't no courts in here. I don't need court help after you put your hands on me. So, I don't know why Busta do that. But a lot of these assistants and, Nicki Minaj posed to beat up her assistant. It did all this, man. Do you feel like these people are that rich that they could put your hand? Do you feel like if you was a celebrity person, homeboy, friend, put it in the comment box. Do you feel like if you was a big rich person was your friend or your family member, they was making a lot of money and they was paying you a lot of money and they slapped the shit out you, would you accept being slapped just because they up? Put it in the comment box. Would you let a person because they rich beat you up and then you get them locked up and sue them? Would you just let them do it? Or would you say, if you put your hands on me, nigga, I'm going to show you how much of that money don't mean shit to me? You get what I'm saying? Like, come on. Come on. The man getting arrested and you going to sue the man. That's just how it goes. And Buster's going to call him and harass him and all that. And he's going to report it all to the police department. $300K, how she move out of New York? $300K, you go buy a house. You know what I mean? You can start over. You know what I mean? You see Busta Rhymes for $500,000, your lawyer get 33% of that, the 300 some thousand. You can take it. You can start a new life. Busta, it's not worth it. You can do. It's a lot more stuff that Busta Rhymes can do with his money than to be getting sued. It's a lot more things you can be doing. Going to go get fingerprint and getting arrested, man. So I just, I don't know, man. But it's different, bro. A lot of dudes are getting sued. It's the era of suing. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have been no motherfucking song. We'd have broke some glass in that motherfucker. Buster would have slapped me. I'm just gonna be real with you. Buster, my man. I'm a Busta Rhymes fan, but if I'm working for you, you ain't slapping. I ain't sitting around letting you slap me.
Yo, it's your boy Ringo.
Fuck Ringo. What's going on with Smelter Man shit?
Whose real name?
They try to be so animated, try to sound like those white people. Where's the real? I want to just
Okay,
know.
you guys, so get into this craziness. So Method.
My baby, be with the T.
You guys, so get into this craziness.
One of my favorite vloggers. Here we go. Allegedly, I like that. See, this is a real YouTuber.
They're alleging that Method Man was at Crunch Fitness and he ended up punching this ex-boyfriend in the face 7 times with a closed fist. So allegedly, the ex-boyfriend ended up reporting pain in his face and he said he was feeling dizzy. Now, just a side note, Method Man's daughter, Cheyenne, allegedly dated this ex-boyfriend for almost 10 years, so he's very familiar with him. But the details as to why this alleged beatdown happened has not been exposed. But I'm sure we're all thinking the same thing. I mean, I'm sure he didn't just beat this man up for no reason. I'm sure it's been some things going on behind the scenes that we know nothing about, to where this man felt like he had to protect his daughter. So good for him. I hope he doesn't face any criminal charges. But moving on to the next story. Okay, you guys, so Carlissa, who is Blueface's mom, is highly pissed after Krishan Jr. was in a video with Krishan's niece, and she was kissing him all in the mouth. Now, I'm not going to play the video because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, but just imagine how a mother kisses their baby. You know how a mother will give the baby multiple kisses in the mouth? That's exactly how she was kissing on him. Now, people were appalled. They felt like it was very inappropriate for her niece, who seems to be either in her late teenage years or early 20s, to be kissing him in the mouth like that. Now, Carlissa came out and this is what she had to say. I'm angry on so many levels because I don't know what I'd do if I saw someone put their lips in my baby's mouth. Jonathan Porter, you are really in a world of trouble. So Krishan's niece responded and she said, my baby cousin, the one that y'all love to hate, I can kiss him if I want to. Unlike over there with y'all, he's loved over here with us. Big love. Thanks for playing with my top, mentioning my name. I've been wanting my mother to slap you anyways, you witch bee. Congratulations. Consequences pending. It's on site. You just don't get enough. Aunt Krishan bled and pissed you. The F you think my mama gonna do to you? And Carlissa responded. She said, first of all, I never said anything about you, sweetheart. I expressed how I felt about my grandson when someone sent me that gruesome video. As a grandmother, I can press charges because it's also inappropriate. I can also press charges for threatening. So consequences pending because I know y'all all on probation. I'm not arguing with no one's child. If I don't receive an apology, I will send the police, period. So as of now, Carlissa has not gotten any apology and I highly doubt she's gonna get it. But Krishan, whose baby this is all about, has been very quiet. I mean, she has been quiet ever since she got out of jail, but she hasn't spoken out about this situation. But me personally, as a mother, I don't want nobody kissing my baby in the mouth. I wouldn't even want my niece, okay, my aunt, it doesn't matter who it is. I wouldn't want anybody kissing my baby in the mouth. And that's just my opinion. Now, I think the dark shadow that's over this whole situation is Krishan's siblings have been accused of doing some inappropriate things to one another. Now, Krishan's nephew came out and told his story about how Krishan's siblings treated him. And y'all, let me just tell you, my jaw was on the floor. Now, I'm not going to say what they did. Y'all are going to have to do your research, but I think you guys can get an idea of what I'm hinting at now. These are all allegations, but the allegations that he put out there will have you looking at that entire family sideways. It's just nasty. It's disgusting and it's heartbreaking. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying that the niece did anything out of line to Krishan Jr. I'm just speaking about the shadow that's sitting over that family. I think anyone from the outside looking in will be very skeptical of any little thing that looks out of place regarding this family. But again, I'm not saying that she did anything specific, but those allegations are a shadow over that family. But I want to know, who do you feel is right and who do you feel is wrong? Do you feel like the niece is wrong for kissing Krishan Jr. in the mouth? Or do you feel like Carlissa is completely out of line? She needs to mind her business. Y'all let me know what you think about all of this below. But that's all I have for you, and I'll talk to you later. Stole the clothes and the strollers.
Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's a that little girl look like she's 14, 15 years old. I don't see her nothing wrong, but that's why I say people got life messed up. You know, I don't do it. I'm a man. I don't do it. But I see girls all the time hold little babies up and kiss the baby. I see it all the time. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, yo, what is inappropriate? Inappropriate is a pedophile. Inappropriate is someone touching a kid. Inappropriate is being out of order. But a little girl kissing her little baby, I thought that's what little babies do, get a bunch of kisses. Get a bunch of kisses and hugs and get kissed on their cheeks. At least when I came up, that's how it was. A newborn baby got all the love and give them juice. And that's what happened. Like, yo, everything is inappropriate till you be like, yo, that's the problem why inappropriate shit can never get handled, because people make fake shit inappropriate. How's that little teenage girl that love her little cousin is hugging and kissing her little cousin, giving them, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. And then she's doing it on social media, like inappropriate shit. People not putting it on camera, baby. I'm sorry to say, no disrespect to Blueface or his mother. Not your mother out of order for that. Y'all just picking now. And each time y'all old family on probation, that shit be getting messy for no reason, bro. As long as that girl went out here tricking off or standing on Garrison Boulevard or down at the strip club and just came out the strip club and kissing the baby, a little teenage girl is running around, probably was babysitting the baby, probably helping Krishan out, kissing our little cousin and posting them. What's wrong with that, bro? Y'all gotta know what's inappropriate and what's not inappropriate. I'll tell you some shit inappropriate, but it might get my channel clipped. Like, come on, bro. Y'all worry about the wrong thing. Worry about something that makes sense. Make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment.
My dogs and cats, but my kids got them. I bought Blue a dog. Hopefully the dog is still over there happy. Because that was a beautiful dog. Callie got cats. Mrs. Saffold allergic, so I can't have it over here, or else I would have at least
Yeah, I'm back, man. I had to answer the phone real quick. So hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. Method Man beat the shit out of his daughter, ex-boyfriend. ASAP Rocky start jury selection on Monday. And we just riding out, man. The Ravens play the Bills, and it's just the weekly report. So I'm just tapping in with y'all. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. Please drop a like, leave a comment, tap in, bro. We just tapping in. I'm surfing through the internet right now, just getting information, just staying focused. Let's go. Let's go. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Okay, Jacksonville Sheriff. Undercover investigation. Ken Knight drive leads to 13 arrests. We just vibing out right now. LOL. It's soon Tiny Dollar. Trump brutal troll for a tiny secret on inauguration. Let's hear this, man. I got to get into this. We got to get in this. Hit that notification button. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Leave a comment. I'm tapping in with y'all. I'm grinding. I'm in beast mode. Let's go. See what they got to say.
Donald, it's very, very tiny. Yes, I'm talking about your crowd size, and you can't blame the cold weather on the shrinkage.
Oh, they say nobody's coming to Donald Trump inauguration. Don't nobody come to my birthday parties. I don't have none.
Inauguration, and you brought it inside the rotunda. A lot of the MAGA followers who went to Washington, D.C. are absolutely pissed. Donald Trump is being brutally trolled right now online. Everybody knows the real reason why he canceled the outside portion. And look, we all want everybody to be safe, but let's face it, it was much colder, or at least colder, when JFK had his inauguration, when former President Barack Obama did his inauguration. It was basically the same temperature. When JFK did it, he wasn't even wearing a jacket. Okay, let's be clear. And a lot of the Trump supporters okay, it's cold. We're from cold states, but can we please just get on with it? The funny thing is that all of these MAGA politicians are trying to make excuses for it now and coming up with conspiracies. They're like, look, the real reason what's really going on right now is it's security threats, because that's got to be the reason. So Marjorie Taylor Greene, MAGA Congresswoman, Anna Paulina Luna, another MAGA Congresswoman, they're basically saying, look, the issue really here is that, there's some security issues. Just take a look, though, at Donald Trump getting utterly trolled. Sarah Burris goes, I believe the term is shrinkage, hashtag inauguration 2025. Look, we knew there was a lot of empty seats in Trump's 2017 parade. He knew it was going to be that way as well. David Axelrod wrote, in 1961, John F. Kennedy was inaugurated on the Capitol steps in wind chills of 7 degrees. By the way, not wearing a jacket. It was almost as cold for Obama in 2009. In fairness, Trump is more than 3 decades older than JFK and Obama were, or did he just fear small crowds? We on the Midas Touch wrote the following. This is the same guy who wants to annex Canada. We're talking about 25 degrees Fahrenheit. As Art Candy goes, Donald Trump didn't want a repeat of 2017 to show that he can't bring the same crowd size for his inauguration of Obama. Forget that. His crowd size would be smaller than his 2017 crowd size. Noel Kastler writes the following, froze my ass off at President Obama's first inauguration, but then again, he was a real man, not Trump. This @Fact Post account showed Obama's crowd in 2009 in 28-degree weather, inauguration day 2009. I was in D.C. I went to Georgetown Law at that time. I remember it vividly. Doug Landry writes, well, the great thing about moving Trump's inauguration to the rotunda is that all of his supporters already know how to get there, referring to the insurrectionists. Ken Barnes writes, the wind chill at the 2009 inauguration for Barack Obama was about 14 degrees Fahrenheit. He and his wife and young daughters didn't run inside the Capitol rotunda. They just wore coats
As our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, goes, Father Time is undefeated. Trump's just not in any shape to stand out there in the cold. Got to give the old geezer credit for understanding his limitations. Tim Walz, governor from Minnesota, writes, there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing. And you see him right there out in the snow during a speech that he gave. Bill Burton goes, tell me you have a crowd size problem without telling me you have a crowd size problem. It was colder for Obama and JFK's inauguration, and JFK didn't even wear a coat. Michael Steele, former chair of the Republican National Committee, writes, wimps, of course the cold can shrink the size of things. So there's that hashtag crowd size. Let's take a look at what Marjorie Taylor Greene and Anna Paulina Luna were saying. But first, Democratic Senator Chris Murphy writes, it's a metaphor for the next 4 years. The weather made it worse, but it was going to be an embarrassing crowd for Donald Trump no matter what, so he canceled it because of his ego, his very fragile ego. But the billionaires will get the indoor seats, and the regular people who paid thousands to come to Washington, D.C., they're going to get screwed. That's the metaphor. Here's Marjorie Taylor Greene coming up with excuses for Donald Trump. She goes, I have personally attended countless rallies where President Trump spoke in extreme weather conditions, from cold to rain to heat. Is there a security threat other than extreme cold temperatures, not only for him, but his people? Let me share this with you right here. This is Anna Paulina Luna on...
I'm gonna keep it real. Ain't too many of them people fucking with Donald Trump and that whatchamacallit. But man, I got a little offset, y'all. Man, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. But I'm back in here, man. It's the weekly report, man. We talking about everything. ASAP Rocky in court on Tuesday. Method Man beats the shit out his daughter. His daughter boyfriend, he gets charged with it. Even Busta Rhymes and smacked his personal assistant up and got charged. People getting charged. It's cold out here and things are happening, man. And the Buffalo Bills play the Baltimore Ravens today. And I'm in Baltimore. Like I said, the Bills was a childhood friend of mine. So if you just tapping in, that's what we was talking about. But hey, the floor is open, man. Leave comments in the box. Any question? Yeah, it's definitely cold out in Baltimore. Hey, I'm gonna have to go and probably just get a bottle of Hennessy because I gotta just be like faded. So like I said, man, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. We in the building today, man. So I'm just surfing on the internet. Enough of that Donald Trump stuff. We'll talk about him with the inauguration. Method Man daughter. I want to really hear Method Man daughter rap, but I just don't want no copyright hit. I just don't want no copyright hit. Oh, this is what I wanted to get into. Fuck, I was late this morning. Philly rapper and athlete Joker OTV killed as retaliation for Gilly the King's son. Wine NG Cheese. That was breaking news. That's why I love surfing YouTube. The greatest thing on earth is to surf YouTube and to find content. So I'm finding content, and man, this was supposed to be like thumbnail situation. So I was halfway asleep. I was going to sleep, cuddled up, bundled all up. And this came across my timeline. And this was like, I seen posters of Getty. Everybody been posting this. So I see this hookah announcements, got a clip from it. And I'm going to dig into this. So listen, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. I'm riding out with you. I'm riding out with you. Hey, shout out to my mods. Dayton Street 85, Candy Cane, Ball Out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mods, man. If you type into my channel and you lock in with my channel, you're a supporter, man. You might become a mod. Shout out to my mods. They gonna knock your head off if you say anything crazy out there. But hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. I know this video's got probably over 200 screens into the streaming platform, but what I want to say is 5 likes is crazy work. So it's people in here coming in my house and not speaking, but that's what disrespectful people do. You know what I mean? A lot of people wasn't raised off disrespect. And the only time they respect if they get punched 9 times, like Method Man did his daughter, you did his daughter boyfriend. You get what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. Or get slapped like Busta had to do, or do what Nicki had to do. People only respect violence. And I'm off of that. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. I want to hear this shit.
In an alleyway behind his home, Noah Scurry is being remembered.
Salud!
Both in the
classroom and on the basketball court. Games have now been canceled for the rest of the week as the school community mourns his death. It is due to was exceptional. He scored remarkably high on his SATs. The star basketball player on the team here.
Say that boy was a star basketball player, but then he had something to do with murder.
You get into this video, make sure you check us out.
You feel me?
Videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member. And after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now, without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, just the other day, we did a video about a young basketball player from Philly who was shot and unalive while he was on his way to school with his mother. Reports say that on January 14th, early in the morning, around 7 a.m. on the north side of Philly, when a young man by the name of Noah Scurry was on his way to school, as he was getting into his mother's car to be dropped off to school, that's when multiple gunmen would appear out of the back of their home and begin firing shots. Noah was struck multiple times in his torso. Police said that it was at least 20 bullets fired. The 17-year-old student athlete was taken to a nearby hospital where he was later pronounced deceased. Now, a lot of this was a surprise to Noah's family and friends because they all identified Noah as being a very smart and charismatic kid who would light up a room whenever he entered. Noah wasn't your typical athlete who has a stigma of being all sports and no academics. Noah was the opposite, as he excelled in both, where he was enrolled into honors classes and even scored the highest on his SATs within his school. With all that being said, most people wouldn't have thought that this same student athlete was into the streets the way that he was, because as much as he did good on the court, he also had one foot in the street and was a part of the same drill culture that plagued the Philly streets. Noah was living like James St. Patrick, who went by the alter ego Joker OTV. Noah was the basketball player, and Joker was the rapper who covered his face to hide his identity so people wouldn't be able to see who's behind the disrespect. However, it seemed like with all that hiding he did, it still wasn't enough because people were able to make out who he was, and he paid a price for being involved in that lifestyle. In fact, just literally hours before Noah was shot and unalive, he put out a diss song called Swing My Door, featuring another Philly artist by the name of Drink Season. Ironically, when we did the video about Noah losing his life, the video he did only had 53,000 views. Before that, it only had 48. But as y'all know, controversy sells and drama spread faster than anything. At the time of this video right now, that same video now sits at over 200,000 views in just 2 days. Clearly, it's due to all the speculation that's been going on since his death. And y'all know what they say, you're worth more deceased in the music industry. Now we're going to get into why and how people have been connecting Noah to the death of Gilly's son Cheese and explain why they're saying that he's one of the suspects that took his life. Before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it.
He was a nice boy, man. Man, what the are you crying for? Went to school and terrorized them young. He shot at the school with a switch. What the are you talking about? He was nice.
After it came out that Noah was shot and unalive, a man by the name of CBaby22 on Instagram would make some interesting posts via IG story. Now, I don't know why these guys do things like this. I personally feel it's for attention, but you have to remember that you posting on social media, not only are you bringing attention to yourself from the internet, you're also alerting the feds. But anyway, CBaby would take to his IG story.
I know you've been covering this
Noah situation, as he would post a video of him.
It's crazy to me.
Saying, quote, "My FanDuel ticket cooked, heartbreak emoji." In the next slide, he would caption it saying, quote, "Just know they did it first, blood and hole emoji." In the next slide, he will repost a picture of Noah and caption it saying, quote, "I feel sorry for his mama, heartbreak emoji." Then in the last slide, this is the post that will have people connecting Noah to the demise of Gilly's son Cheese, as he will post a childhood picture of Cheese and caption it saying, quote, "Get your rest, Cheesy. That boy gas now." Joker card, and smoke emoji. Now, for the ones that love saying guys don't be from Philly but think they know what's going on in the Philly streets, well, this is why. You have people who may know what's going on actually, and they from Philly doing the most and putting too much street business on social media. None of us knew if Joker had anything to do with the passing of cheese or not prior to this. And maybe it was known, but just within a certain group of people in Philly. But when you have guys do things like this, it lets the whole world know what's going on. And you got to be careful because you could get yourself wrapped up into an investigation or because you're dropping clues on social media for police. Anyway, when it comes to the situation, we don't know how true it is, whether Noah truly has something to do with the passing of cheese or not. But one thing we know for sure, Noah wasn't as innocent as everybody may thought. Aside from the distance, it's rumored that Noah was actually shooting back when he was ambushed the morning that he was unalive. We don't know how true that is, but maybe that's why they say it was so much bullets reported by police. Either that, or it was a switch used to take his life when everything went down. I'm not going to show no videos or pictures, but with social media being social media, pictures and videos of Noah's deceased body after the shooting will go viral. In the picture that's
Yeah, hookah my man, yo, but he don't get busy. He getting around the boy. This boy, he getting busy. I gotta go to that boy. If y'all know who that boy is, I gotta go to my dictionary. Shorty know it. Where that motherfucker at? God, that boy on fire. God damn. Yo, this shit looking like a motherfucking leg, homie. Yo, I'm trying to see the shit you just did on that Noah, keeping it a G. He give it to a straight. I want to know about that Noah shit. I want to know that shit. What video that is, G? Like, I want to know that. I want to know, bro. I need that. So I don't like the way that shit don't pop. I don't like the way that shit pop up on TV. Hold up. I want to hear keeping it a G had to say about that shit. Now that's different. Gilly the kid's son killed. I seen it. I was watching this shit. G report. Man, shit. I'm getting into this. I mean, I'm getting into this. Let me see what your ass say on this shit.
What's up? What's up? What's up? We back. Hey, shut up. I've been dealing with this dude. My kids and do stuff on top of the cage. We won't stop. Cut it out.
What the fuck is that Alaskan Husky? Hey, what you getting into first?
So yeah, we gotta dive back into a story that I did yesterday. So yesterday, I did a story about a drill rapper. A drill rapper from out of Philly, right? Now this drill rapper, hey, I'm gonna get on his ass, Corey. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna get on his ass. Yeah, Boosie got some explaining to do, straight up. But we don't deselect the politics.
Bro,
you know what I mean? But
the G on Boosie ass.
Yeah, so that's the story out of Philly. What it is. Yeah, so the kid, I think his name was Noah Sky, the little basketball kid, scored high in the SATs, was actually living a double life. Shorty had all the talent in the world. Smart kid. But he wanted to be a gangster. Yeah, Shorty was active. Don't get me wrong. He was active. They actually say that he may have been the one that killed Gilly's son. That's what they saying. They saying Shorty is the one that killed Gilly's son, man. which is crazy, right? And what my man said earlier, I guess Hassan Campbell owe Gilly a apology. Remember Hassan Campbell kept trying to say that Gilly sacrificed his son. I don't know. Hassan owe that man an apology, man. Talking about that man sacrificed shit. Man ain't sacrificed his motherfucking son. Every son just got killed on some street shit. To a young nigga. At that time, Shorty had to be about 15. Yeah. Because he was still in high school. But he wanted to chase the street life. Shorty had all the talent in the world, man. Straight A student, good in basketball. Just got player of the game on the 10th. But he wanted to be a driller. Ended up getting himself a drill. That shit crazy. And then we got Boosie, y'all. Boosie selected politics. Now, we done heard Boosie talk about Gunna. We done heard Boosie talk about Lil Woody.
What G going
Anytime the snitch conversation come up, Boosie got something to say about it.
Right.
And I know some selective politicking before because he ain't say shit about QC. What's up, Joseph? QC right. It's documented. Big Ratty. But this ain't even about QC. This shit about Big Meech. So Big Meech is having a birthday party. Inviting all the stars. You know what I mean? Some people felt like it was a thing going around talking about how he's celebrating coming home. People don't get this much celebration graduating college. Man, people do get celebrated when they graduate college. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. And I like this that party. You know what I mean? Ain't got shit to do that. If motherfucker go through whatever they go through prison for, if a motherfucker go through prison and go through years and make it out, that shit deserves a celebration. You know why? Because some niggas don't make it out. But Boosie is out of line. Because I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You can't tell me. You can't pay me to believe that Big Meech, close as he was to Tammy Collins, that he ain't know she was working as a Fed agent. Man, hell no. Now I'm on his ass. Wait till I get back to the house. I mean, one nigga like this coffee. Nah, Boosie, he ain't getting no pass. No, we don't get pass. That's one thing about
yo, me and G beef all day about that. I keeping it in G News. That's my brother. That's the bro. I told this nigga we need to start collabing.
30-year deal was kind of suspect anyway.
Yo, shout out to keeping it in G News, man. And he gonna tell you this. This our thing. I'ma say, yo, G gonna dig all the way down to the mustard seed, and he gonna say, man, hey, you like these niggas? I don't be fucking with these niggas. That's like being in a crew and your mans and them all together and keeping the G gonna be like, this nigga fucking ham, yo. These rapping niggas and shit. Watch these niggas come over here. I don't even like these niggas. That's how my man is. He stick to it. He on your ass, bro. He on your ass, yo. He gonna be like, yo, ham, you be liking these niggas. That's all he said. Yo, ham, you be liking these niggas. Nobody safe with my man keeping it a G. And that definitely ain't going against him. Let's set that straight. You know what I mean? That boy got to know one thing for sure and two things for certain. He got a different type of nigga with him. I ain't going against him, whether he right or wrong. I tell him that shit. I got his phone number. I could call him. You know what I'm saying? What it is. But yo, come on, yo. My man, Money Man, me. Shit, this is how real men get down. Real men get down like this. If my man is standing firm behind this, and if he show me shit, I believe what I want to believe and accept what I want to accept. I'm never going to get into with friends and family or other content creators from my city about motherfuckers we don't know. You know what I mean? And that's the way I feel like me and keeping the G relationship is good because he tell me how he feel about some shit. I'm not a yes man. He not a yes man. So everything that I agree with, he don't agree with. It's never going to be an argument about it because it is, nigga, you feel the way you feel, I feel the way you feel. You know what I mean? That's just it. You know, that's how men do things. In 2025, a lot of men got to practice that, bro. A man can feel the way he feel, bro. And then if I find what the nigga telling me or anybody telling me true, I'm man enough to be like, boy, you hit that on the nose, bro. I was just blind, yo. You know, I just fuck with the movement so much I didn't want to accept it, bro. You know, we human. We human. But let's hear what my man G got to say about Boo and Meat. This man getting his coffee.
International.
I gotta hear you when you get back in your car, bro. Maybe.
Just spit. Cause you can't tell me he's not no rap. You can't tell me, yo. Even with that type of speculation, fuck that. Even if it ain't been proven, yo, that is enough. What Meech got going on is enough for any valid person to be like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, Meech. I can't fuck with that. I didn't cut friends off for that before. And Meech ain't no friend of his. I didn't cut friends off just for speculation. Just because it shit don't look right. How you make it out this situation, bro? Like you been locked up 3-4 times. You went to prison those times. Now you're getting a year of probation. Shit don't make sense. You got locked up for a test. How you make it out just with probation? And you've been to prison twice. Nah, bro, I can't fuck with that. Can't fuck with that. Don't look right to me. So I separate myself just off of that. I have done that before. Motherfucker get locked up. You get locked up. They lock a nigga up for some shit that he ain't do. But when he come home, they grab the person that did do it. Nah, bro, that shit don't look right, bro. Like you know, like you traded with Joe or something. Like I don't know, like that's enough for me to back up off a person. And Boosie to vote. That's the thing, yo. When you vote, you gotta stand on it. Yeah. He too vocal about this snitch shit. He too vocal about things that he said about other rats to give Meech a pass. Giving QC a pass. I thought we ain't give passes. I thought people cut family members off. Yeah. Nah, yo, I can't believe the whole world. I can't believe the whole world giving Boosie a pass like that. Ain't nobody said nothing. I was gonna say this yesterday, but I'm glad I didn't, Kaiju. I wanted to sit back. I wanted to sit back and see who was gonna say something. Give it a whole 24 hours. Ain't nobody said nothing yet. Hell no.
You know the people love Buddy, but you know the people love Buddy, man.
You out of line. You out of line, man. Unless you gonna take the whack 100 route. You know how I make my money is how I make my money. You know what I mean? Unless you gonna try to sell us the content versus character theory. You know, my content ain't got shit to do with my character. Unless you gonna sell us that. But from what you said in previous interviews and previous statements, nah, you don't rock like that. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about when I get the crib. I get the crib now. Share the live, hit that like button, y'all. We need 300 people on here today, y'all.
Shit, we need 300 people in here today. Share it, hit that like button. Yo, show. A man keeping it a G, man. He Felice reaches a rat. I ain't gonna get him started, bro. I ain't ready to get the man started. But we gonna get into that. I don't.
And on Thursday, hundreds gathered at the Washington National Cathedral to honor the longest
Big meat. Yo, meat. Money man meat. I can't even look at me, y'all. I can't even look at the goddamn camera with my eyes open. Money man meat. Cause I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I gotta keep it real with my mind because I'm from Baltimore, man. I wanted to go to the joint, keeping it G. I can't even look at you. You hear me? Look at me, man. I'm looking straight at the. I can't even look at the camera because you're looking at me. Boy, I wanted to go to the meat joint. Bro, I can look at the camera now, bro. I wanted to go to the meat joint, bro. God, I did, bro. God, I did, bro. I can't lie to you. That's what you say. I'm a real nigga, right? I'm a real human. I'm a human being. I ain't got a problem with telling my homies. They tell me, bro, that's some bitch ass shit, man. Went to that rat nigga party or whatever, however they feel about me. And I gotta do this. You see me, I'm closing my eyes. I gotta listen to the homies all in my head. You dropping morals and principles. You don't even know that man, yo. What you get out that party? And I gotta be like this. Y'all see my eyes closed? Cause I know I'm dead wrong, bro. Certain shit you know you did wrong. And a lot of stand-up men, a lot of men is gonna be dead wrong. I ain't going. I'm a change and ride, bro. But yo, I'm a fan of Meech. I want to hear Meech talk about it, man. I heard it, man. I see what them St. Louis boys saying, man. I watched the documentaries. I look at it. I've been into it 100%, boy. I did my 100% research, my own research, man. And I'm just gonna say, just being an honorable man, yo, and just being through what I've been through, man. Boy, Meech, what these people talking about? That's the only thing I'm gonna say, bro. Bro, you gotta tell me you did it, bro. Please, yo. I don't want to go out there in that. I don't want to go off the nigga being locked up. Just tell me as a man and as a fan of BMF and yourself, boy, I did it, boy. You know, it got hard on me. I did it. You know what I mean? And then I could just walk off. You know what I mean? I just walk off. I'm from Baltimore. We don't play like that. You feel me? Yeah. You gotta explain that, bro. Hands down, bro. But I can't. Hey, bro, I'm confessing. But when I seen the lineup for the Meech party, I always said that when I was in prison. We always say, shit, yo, when Big Meech come home, that's gonna be the biggest party ever. Like, niggas, just when niggas was so nigga love me so much. Back in like 07, we sitting at 2007, we sitting in the record, nigga, like, yo, Meech come home, yo, that's gonna be the biggest party ever. Niggas was already counting Meech to do 25 years in prison. So 25 years from 05 will be 2030. Niggas saying in 07, they hope they living when Meech come home because that party won't be niggas like, yo, you might be the wife, babe, man, that's gonna be a night to remember. Like, you just gotta be at that night. Show all when I see the lineup and said, "Oh, Meech welcome home party." I see Boosie, I see everybody. I seen BG on the flyer. I seen Peasy. I seen a line. I said, "Good God Almighty!" All I was thinking is, can I connect with somebody to get backstage with that celebrity lineup? Ooh. That's all I was thinking about, bro. You know what I mean? I was just thinking about if I could get in that lineup, a BMF Big Meech welcome home party on YouTube. I said, man, that'll spark some fire. Then get a couple shit talkers backstage. You know, some of my favorite artists gonna be there. BG, you know what I mean? Goddamn Peasy, Script. It's a lot of niggas there gonna be there at that party. Then it ain't even counting who gonna show up that ain't even on the list. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all these niggas, some real niggas. I just want my camera, my media pass, but I get what G's saying 100%, bro. He got some explaining. He got some explaining, dude. That's all I want. But he can't explain to me because I'm not his man. But his man's in him, Blue, one of them guys that he took care of, and Blue was spreading, and it's like it's hitting close to home. So it's like, yo, when you don't speak about something that's crazy, it's always in the air. So with it always being in the air, it's like, yo, money, it's so many people out here. The trappers love Meech. Let's not make no mistakes. I don't care if you sold yurts, boy, girl, gas, gasolina, bro. The trappers love Money Man Meech. Let's not act like the trappers don't feel like Meech is the #1 dope boy of our time. Publicly, you know what I'm saying? We know a lot of big hustlers from our town, but Money Man Meech just make that trap money look good. So we all have a mutual respect from one hustler to another hustler to one, businessman to another. We respect, you know what I'm saying? Hustlers clap for other hustlers, believe it or not. So because hustlers clap for other hustlers, you want to clap for Money Man Meech. But then with these speculations out, you like, hey, yo, bro, I remember nigga told me that I was hurt. Like I knew the man personally. Like, God damn, bro, like it ain't one nigga just coming home from out the joint. You just got a solid slate. I mean, I know a lot of good men from the joint, cousins and my homeboy that had a good slate, but they not millionaires. Like, yo, do somebody that I fuck with that went to prison coming home and just straight, like, bro, 100. You know what I mean? That's just like a hard pill to swallow. So when I heard this, the dude Cuffy Sam Meech put him together behind the door, Blue Da Vinci saying that things are saying this. It's like, oh my God. Like real talk, like, oh my God. You know what I mean? So, yeah. That's just what I'm into. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really into. You know what I mean? This dude wanted to hit me. So y'all already see me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already see me go live and have a conversation. This is the lit day. Some podcaster reached out to me. He wanted to talk to me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, it's tomorrow. My bad. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. You know what I mean? That I'm a day before the meeting. Me trying to be slick and got caught. Yeah. You know, they say that's a game to get played. I remember my cousin. My cousin went to federal prison in the 90s. And the late 90s. So he kind of got there where it was still like, you know what I mean, a honorable place amongst the most elite criminals. And, he told me one time he had about 4 years in. And I like, yo, it was old too. I just remember speaking to him like, yo, you in that place, bro. Like, connect me with somebody. That's what I told my big cousin. Like, yo, connect me with somebody. He like, boy, you'll be in here doing a nigga 50 years. He like, if I connect you with somebody, you'll be in here doing a nigga 50 years. Straight up. My cousin told me that back in 02, 23 years ago. Man, if I connect you with somebody, all he's saying is, man, you don't want to never fuck with a nigga that's still in jail and do business with him because, you know what I mean? He'll put you together. My cousin told me that. So I knew that. I knew that when I tell a lot of shit that I learned came from the house, it didn't come from no OGs or nobody sunning me out. A lot of things I learned in the house. I caught me sitting in the house. My grandmother told me that cuz was calling. I waited for his call. He got on the federal phone. He called me. He talked for 10, 15 minutes. And he called back, called twice. And I asked him, like, yo, why you don't put me on so I'll be able to get bigger while you gone? And he told me, you know what I mean? That's the real spill, dog. That's what I'm saying. That's a game that I had. That's a game that I had. Cuz told me, like, nigga, I put you on one of these niggas. You been here doing a nigga 40, 50 years. He let me know that. And he never, connected me with no dots. You know what I mean? I guess he was like, yo, nigga, get home and feel somebody out. But just connecting the dot, selling drugs from prison just ain't it. You know what I mean? Trying to be a connect from behind the door ain't it. Now, cuz indicated to me it is big business that go down. But basically, I could read between the lines. He basically, it's because, it's plenty of dudes that me can, but he just saying, wait till I come home and, maybe I could figure something out or maybe somebody solid. But as me saying, yo, this my cousin, he can get rid of these joints. You'll be doing a nigga bit. And they said, everything has its pros and cons. When you go to state prison, right? In any state you in, you get sentence of modification, the drug program, you get, post convictions, you get all these things that could help a 30-year sentence reduced. Federal prison, either you got law, you getting them saying, or you start working. And that's what a lot of dudes indicated to me that, when you think about the feds, you think about the highest place and the most richest dudes. So how do these dudes get away from these life sentences and these long things? You know what I mean? How do these dudes get back to their countries and shit like that? So that's a big boy game. Hey, I meet a young guy coming here. He got 50 years. You got 40 years. You've been down about 17 years in the federal joint. You got to do 85% of your time. So 85% of 40 years is like 35 years or something like that. So you meet a guy that got 10 years and you doing this 40 years, and then this dude coming in, he got 5 minutes on his way out the door. You connect him, he makes something happen for a year, he gets busted. Next thing you know, this individual get moved to another jail. They done met him somewhere and told him he done got, 20 years off the 40. He's scheduled to be released in 90 days because everything went right. So they said a lot of dudes do that. You get what I'm saying? Now, what I would say is to you, man. Now, listen, I'm going to say this to you, G. I'm a dog diva, fan magazine, hip hop, dope boy connoisseur. The 30 years, bro, them niggas wasn't working on that 30 years. Now, if you go back to the case and look at my man, the mafia dude, they got the mafia dude make the joke. Go look at him. I've been watching him since since he was doing DVDs. So what I'm saying is with Meech, they didn't. When you look at Meech's case, Meech actually, no, this is a true story. This I'm not gonna take this from him. Document this. Meech actually took the 30 to save his brother because Big Meech had a lot of grounds to fight the original case and indictment. They had Southwest T. Walsh. So in his change with the plea, he took the 30 with his brother in exchange for his brother not to get a bow. Because at the end of the day, they looking at it like, hey, we got T. We can give T life. Meech is a wrestle thing with it. Meech got that 50% chance of coming out on top on trial. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? A lot of shit that Meech could have got through. Meech took the 30, so his brother won't get the elbow. That's fact, though. Anything else, the dudes cuffing them saying, okay, cool. But the beginning, Money Man Meech, he too cocky. Money Man Meech wasn't playing on games when they first grabbed him. He didn't do no motherfucking behind the scenes. That's a fact. At 30 years, you got to think, right? 30 years in 2007, what they called it, whenever they called it, with the federal government, bro, is a long time. I ain't gonna lie to you, no disrespect, but you can look up some of these federal cases. Nah, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. They dudes ain't have like a cut. They giving the cartel niggas life plus because it comes with hundreds of bodies and shit like that. I'm telling you, yo, you can just go and just get his paperwork, yo. Like Meech and them really got, you know what I'm saying? Really just was a lot of bricks and money involved. You get what I'm saying? And those murders that was on there, it's dudes that got life on the BMF case. It's dudes that I studied that BMF case in the beginning. You know what I mean? It's dudes that got life from that BMF case. When you get caught up in a conspiracy type shit, they putting everybody together, but then certain individual are brought off the charges. A couple dudes got life for the murders. Meech and them niggas was the money in the bricks, bro. 30 years was like giving them niggas the end of the road. Meech got locked up when he was 35 years old, bro. Like 30 years, bro. Don't ever think 30 years a cakewalk. You know what I mean? A cakewalk. And they pleaded out. Remember, they didn't go to trial. If they would have went to trial and got found guilty of that, the rules. I'm not, and listen what I'm saying. I'm not defending that the man ain't tell. I ain't defending none of that. I'm just saying that a plea deal to avoid a life sentence happens every day in a federal and state court. You get what I'm saying? Meech and them didn't go to trial. Meech would have went to trial and got 30 years for all that shit. Then you would say that ain't right. But Meech and them pleaded out. Meech and them pleaded out. You get what I'm saying? Meech and them pleaded out. That's that. We can't never say. We know dudes that got a whole murder beef. They done copped out 25 years. I mean, we know niggas were N1, so we ain't gonna never play on this top like that. They took a plea deal in exchange for them not to go to trial and get life. And then think about it, back then, Meech and them had down there a 15-year run. Him and his brother, they was running since the 80s and got knocked. Meech and his brothers allegedly saying they've been running since 88, since 87, 88. And he never got major incarcerated until 2005 when they did a major drug bust. And the most high-level evidence in the BMS case was against Terry Flannery because Meech was doing shit with his money. Terry was really just getting money and letting it build up and just into everything, gambling and all that. Meech was in a lifestyle with the rappers. So it's like, did this rapper give him this? Or is he making? And then at the time Meech got locked up, that was hot Atlanta. You gotta think, yo, Atlanta took the fuck off from like, 93 to like, shit. They still kind of like running. Atlanta just getting cool. You gotta think, motherfucking Atlanta, Georgia, from them Freaknik days all the way to BMF invaded that motherfucker. And then after that, Atlanta was on fire. Hot. That's why so many people down there looking stupid when they wanted to get out. A lot of people moved down there from that Freaknik. A lot of people moved down there out that BMF and all that Magic City money. All them rappers that was getting on. But, how Atlanta been getting slow the last 5 years. Thug and them went down. Certain people, it's getting slow. Atlanta, it's time for a new thing. But Atlanta had since 93. Hot Atlanta been running. I'm going to give Atlanta 93. I'm going to give Atlanta 93 to 2020. That's how long Atlanta had a run. That city grew to capacity. Go do the research. How many people moved to Atlanta? Fuck it. Dude, from 1995 to 2020, just that 25-year span. Look at all the revenue and how big Atlanta got. And then now look at the last 5 years. You get what I'm saying? It's simple math. But hot Atlanta, so Meech and them come up. Meech was in a mix, so Meech and them case was like crazy. Had a lot of things, but Meech and them didn't have a lot of rats on his case. You get what I'm saying? Meech ain't have a lot of rats on his case, and then Meech ain't have a lot of rats saying, yo, Meech paid me to do this, Meech paid me to do that. Meech ain't had that. You know what I mean? Doc Rivers, the accountant, got locked up. That was fucking with that shit. The nigga Doc Rivers got locked up. I studied this shit. The nigga Doc Rivers got locked up. He connected Meech and Terry because he was their accountants. For real. The stupid motherfucker Doc Rivers went and killed the nigga in his house to try to break in his house. But them niggas was getting hot. Atlanta, down south, B&E is a big thing. So a nigga broke in his house. He wound up killing a nigga. And then they searched the house and do all that shit. He didn't get everything out there. He gets caught up in some shit. And yeah, he opened his mouth up. That just wasn't enough for Money Man Meech. You know what I mean? That just wasn't enough for Money Man Meech. Yeah, I mean, yes. You said real. They say real question. Don't you think Method Man had a reason to slap his kid's ex though? Cause don't believe he walked up to a nigga and just slapped him. Nigga, bro. No, I don't believe that at all. I said Memphis a good dude. And Wu-Tang Clan is like one of my favorite groups. And Method Man and them ain't never been known for no wild stuff like that. But anytime your princess involved, which is your daughter, anytime she's involved with something like that, and he been probably looking for dude for years, and it caught up with him. You get what I'm saying? He caught up with dude. You get what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. That's some family shit. Yeah, I don't think it was for no reason at all. But back to what I was saying, so Doc Rivers got that shit caught up, and Meech was doing that because you gotta think Meech was in the music shit, and then you like Atlanta when Meech was smart. When Meech got away and went to Atlanta, he was smart. It was thriving. It was growing. It was a lot of money down there. It was a lot of things happening. And Atlanta, they were letting the black man thrive. Atlanta wasn't too nosy about your money. No, ain't nobody saying nothing about meth. Ain't nobody saying nothing about meth. They just saying nothing. Like, you can't say nothing about Method Man because he's defending his daughter. A little girl, and he got into it with her boyfriends. Every day fathers get into it and mothers get into it. Every day everybody have things going on. It just go down like that. You know what I'm saying? It just go down like that. You know what I mean? I don't think Meth did it for no reason. And then I think, whatever reason it was for, bro, was the reason it was for. You know what I'm saying? I think Meth issue will get resolved. And like they say, it was a long-term boyfriend. So Method Man knew him, they knew each other. He knew meth was looking for him. He knew that, you know what I'm saying? He just so happened to run across him in the gym, and they got to working. You know what I mean? I think, but I didn't hear about that guy, Method Man, daughter, ex-boyfriend, pressing charges against him. I think it was just in the gym and it was on camera. And Staten Island is, you know what I'm saying? It's not the most blackest place. You get what I'm saying? And then, you know, they want to lock celebrities up, black successful men up there. And he did it in the gym, public humiliation. And then you got some people in the gym will say they scared. So they lock Method Man up. Method Man issue will get resolved. It's all on how far short he want to take it. And like I said, these dudes be tough. And now he might be looking at a shit. Meth beat me up. They got it on camera. He gets somebody in the head soon. So he's probably going to sue Method Man and his change to drop the charges. Another nigga get $300K. He can move out of Staten Island with that. That's how I feel about the Method Man situation. That's how I feel about the Method Man situation. It's, you know, that's how I feel about it. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. I'm just tapping in, man. It was Sunday. I've been off. So I think my best days to do my morning show is I can handle getting up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But it's like that and the Fridays, but it's like that Saturday and Sunday, I can't really make time. Because you know, a nigga might have a couple shots or do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just a little whatever, you know what I mean? To make it happen. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. You know what I mean? But hit that notification button, man. Just get this video to 10 likes, man. See what else we got, man. Thank everybody for tapping in, man. I'm in here for a hot second, split second. You know what I mean? I might got double up the day. The numbers, I am gonna double up the day. I'm gonna be on YouTube twice a day. Like it's just not that. And I'm gonna get more. And listen, February is a few days away, maybe 12 days away. I promise you, I'm gonna deliver huge content, like real content, real dope content. I promise. I'm gonna start to upload the interviews. How I'm going at it with the interviews, though. I'm coming at them different with the interviews. You know what I mean? Now, and you can also pay for your interviews. I'm going at them different with the interviews. Show enough, 100% different. Real talk. Damn, this what he said. Who it will pay. That's my man right here. What movie this is? I got to see a movie. When, yeah, I like Yo movies. I like when I forget your name. Yo, my man.
Cost Putin dearly for having invaded Ukraine, even under Trump. And what I mean by that is perhaps Ukraine may have to cede a little bit of real estate to Russia, but in return, they're going to get ironclad guarantees that not one more inch of Ukraine territory can be taken in the future. And if that's the case, then all bets are off and all the handcuffs are off. So I don't believe that President Trump, at the end of the day, he loves to float trial balloons. He loves to test the waters in a multitude of ways, but I don't believe he's going to throw Ukraine under the bus in any way, shape, or form, nor will he throw Taiwan under the bus. I think we're going to be highly protective of Taiwan, and I think that's one of the reasons why he wants to get to China early on, is to deliver a face-to-face, eyeball-to-eyeball ultimatum to Xi Jinping that, there's a new sheriff in town. Yeah. And the type of appeasement, other than the tariffs that Biden put in place, the type of appeasement that he's been experiencing for the last 4 years is over.
First then, as we've been discussing, Donald Trump is sworn in for a second term as US president tomorrow. We'll have live coverage here on Times Radio, of course, and in governments across the world, staff and political leaders are trying to work out what the benefits and drawbacks are in dealing with Trump 2.0.
So what will Donald Trump's next presidency, is going to be the 47th president, having already been the 45th president, mean for America and the world, and how should countries like the UK engage? Let's find out from Sir Peter Westmacott, former ambassador to Washington. Good morning to you. Good morning. And from Gordon Sondland, who is the former US ambassador to the EU during the last Trump administration. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Adam and Kate.
Good morning.
Should we, Sir Peter, be apprehensive in this country about the arrival of Donald Trump?
I think Donald Trump, second time round, is going to be a bit more Donald Trump than he was first time round, partly because he was readier to win, and because he's got a whole lot of people lined up to carry out his agenda. So we should certainly not think that he's not serious about the things that he's been saying he will do and what his policy priorities are. Does that mean we should be apprehensive? I don't think so. I think it means we've got to be on our toes. We've got to be pretty realistic about what we can and what we can't achieve. I think the appointment of Peter Mandelson is an indication that the British government recognises that it's time to do things a bit differently, and to have a real heavyweight politician with a great deal of experience in Washington is going to make a difference. Let's remember also that Donald Trump does have a certain affection for the UK, and I'm not just being kind of, chauvinistic, nationalistic. One of his very closest friends, Mark Burnett, has been appointed special envoy for the relationship with the United Kingdom, and he will work closely with Warren Stevens, a wealthy donor from Arkansas, who will be the formal ambassador to London. So there are plenty of people around Donald Trump, as well as Donald Trump himself, who want, I believe, to make the relationship work. He's fond of the UK, he's fond of his links, he's fond of his Scottish mother's origins in the UK. He very much likes the royal family. And of course, he's got golf courses that he's very attached to. So, those are the sort of bits and pieces, the superficial stuff. And on the substance, there's a great deal of work to be done together. I don't think we should be scared of it, but I think we should certainly be ready for the challenge.
But Ambassador Sondland, doesn't America first fundamentally mean the rest of the world should look after yourselves? And we're only interested in what we can get out of you.
Not necessarily, and I agree with the ambassador. I think there are a host of things that we can work on together. Donald Trump is the perfect interlocutor with which to engage on what I would call gradual incrementalism. In other words, sit down with him with something that can be accomplished tomorrow or next week, not in a decade, and put that to bed and then move on to the next and the next and the next. When you start to see tangible progress in both directions, it tends to make all of the other more difficult elements of the relationship easier to deal with. So, no, I don't think we should be apprehensive about it. But I think that Donald Trump has made no bones about the fact that he's a very transactional president and always will be, which, if you embrace that spirit, could be very beneficial for the UK.
And just on the small point of Peter Mandelson, do you think it's a provocation, a mistake to send him to Washington?
Well, look, when I was nominated to go to the EU, there's something called agrément, which means that the head of state has the right to reject, the proposed ambassador. And if Trump decides to reject Mandelson because of his affinity for Trump's opponent, I think that, as experienced as Mandelson is, I think the U.S. wants someone representing the UK that they can really work with without fear that, that their confidences will be betrayed or what have you. So, I commend the UK for sending someone of such a high stature, but I also understand it's the president's decision as to whether he wants to accept that ambassador or not.
And as a fellow diplomat, do you think it's likely that he might reject Mandelson? After all, Kim Darroch was rejected.
It's very likely, absolutely.
Very likely. What do you say to that, Peter?
Well, my understanding is that Lord Mandelson has begun talking to people and preparing for his time in Washington, which means that I assume he's got agrément. I assume that either the outgoing administration or the incoming one have said that they'll be content to receive him. I don't know any of the details. Gordon is absolutely right. You do normally seek agrément, a formal approval of the receiving government before you announce a diplomatic appointment. This one was done a bit back to front. I think it came out in the UK media before those official channels had been cleared, but my understanding is that they have been, but I'm not privy, I'm afraid, to all the details.
Now, let's look at the wider picture. There is quite a lot of analysis being written this weekend saying, we've got to realise that the return of Trump, who's prepared for the presidency, perhaps in a way he wasn't prepared before, is really going to mean a big change in world affairs, that basically we're going to see power blocks, an American bloc perhaps including Greenland and Canada looking after itself. And that's going to mean that as far as China's concerned, China will have a green light on Taiwan, and Russia effectively will, or America will not stand up to Russian aggression in Europe. Do you think that analysis holds, Peter Westmacott?
I rather hope not, but I do think that the first, if you like, key litmus test of this is going to be how is the president-elect, president as of tomorrow, going to deal with Russia-Ukraine. There is a very important point of principle here, which is, does America think it's okay for a big country like Russia to apply the law of the jungle rather than the rule of law and help itself to neighboring countries? Now, if America is going to stick with the Europeans and stick, broadly speaking, with the policy which the Biden administration have adopted, then and stand up to Russia, so that as and when a negotiation comes, it is going to be a negotiation which comes out with an outcome that is acceptable to Russia and to Ukraine, then I think the broader point that you're alluding to, is it going to be a free-for-all for the biggest beast in the jungle, will be less of a concern. If, however, Donald Trump is inclined to, if you like, coin the phrase, throw Ukraine under a bus, and might is right, then I think that does mean that it's potentially worrying. That said, I think let's be realistic about China. China has got a number of economic and political difficulties, some of which are being understated, I think, in the international media. China's got its own agenda, but China is part of a global economy which it wants to be a dominant player in. It does not want to blow it all up. And China would like, indeed, to bring forward the completion of its one China policy with Taiwan, probably not through military means. It would probably rather do it through diplomatic and other pressures. So I think there's a great deal to play for with China. Let us first of all try and sort out the invasion of Ukraine by Vladimir Putin and ensure that isn't a model for others to follow. But let's also deal with the China-Taiwan issue, on its merits.
Gordon Sumner, which way do you think it's going? Because obviously at the top of the...
Vladimir Putin ain't gonna play with Donald Trump. Donald Trump ain't gonna be no weak ass president. That's one thing I got to respect. Trump ain't gonna be no coon and let them people talk to him and treat him any kind of way. That's what I respect. Yeah, Donald Trump ain't about to be laughing. Things are getting out of control. Russian plugged into darkness. Ukraine launches massive attack and powerful. Wow. The world's be going on, bro. Diddy claims freak offs take were previous innocent. That's what I gotta know. They said Diddy proved that the freak offs takes were, you know what I mean? Did I look at it?
Patriot Urgent Care is here for you from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Now I'm surfing.
7 days a week. So whether it's a nasty cold that won't go away, a painful sore throat, or an unexpected injury, with 9 locations across Maryland, there's a Patriot Urgent Care just around the corner. My degree at APU.
They make you get like commercials or sickening. Commercials.
YG Cheese just got a whole lot more tragic.
Right now, police are trying to piece together what led to a shooting in Albany that left 1 man dead, 2 other people injured. It happened around 8:30 tonight at Masher Street and Nadro Avenue in Albany. Police say a 25-year-old man was killed. 2 other men are in stable condition. No one was arrested.
YG Cheese was shot and killed July 30th on the 5800 block of Masher Street in Albany, Philadelphia. Now, his death brought a lot of sadness throughout the industry because Gilly is very well connected. And about a year and a half later, no arrest has ever been made for the death of Gilly's son, YG Cheese. But as we all know, an arrest ain't the only justice in the streets. And to be honest, most street dudes will see their op getting arrested as an easy way out. They will much rather prefer handle justice in their own hands.
Breaking details on the homicide investigation of 17-year-old Noah Scurry. He's the star student athlete gunned down outside his home in front of his mother while getting ready to head to Samuel Fells High School. And that's where our Kelly Rule is live for us tonight. Kelly, what are you learning?
Well, Shiva, police say they're looking for at least 2 people for this homicide, possibly a third, and they believe they do have the vehicle that was used in the crime. But tonight, law enforcement sources are telling me they believe Noah Scurry appeared in a rap video with guns that was posted to social media the day before he was killed.
Scurry, this is the hood static shot. During the day, he was a basketball star. He was the smartest kid in his school. He had the highest SAT scores. He had D1 and college offers, but during the night, he was a murderous, gangbanging rapper. And he would even wear a mask whenever he rapped or whenever he engaged in street activities because he didn't want for that to interfere with his high school basketball dreams. Yo, this is a D1 crash out in the lights we ain't never seen before. He had D1 offers to go to college, and he was a D1 crash out in the streets. He would rap about having 5 bodies, and then in this newly released song called Swing My Way, he openly raps about how now they would need 2 hands to count his bodies. Insinuating that he just caught another one and put his body count to 6.
Damn. Shorty putting out slide of it. This is just getting deeper. This is just getting deeper. You know what I mean? This is just getting deeper. This shit getting deeper. You know what I mean? My bad. Shorty sliding and making rap slide songs with the Clown Man song. So nobody could see that was him with the guns on him. Wow. Like Swing the Door. That's the song. But he's a basketball star.
Never catch no bodies. Yeah, it would seem like it. But no. This kid was an alleged killer. During the day, his family only know him as Noah, the basketball player. But during the night, he was known as Joker OTV. And he wasn't just rapping about bodies. He was allegedly catching the bodies as well. See, he was being credited for a very high-profile murder in the city of Fat Dame. Noah not only murdered Fat Dame allegedly, but he walked him down with a switch and took his face off in broad daylight. Noah Scurry was never arrested or charged with the death of Fat Dame before his own death, but it was pretty well known in the city of Philadelphia that Noah Scurry may have been responsible for that death. But that death was so vicious and so ruthless that the high school girl who walked by stated, "Oh my God, his face is off." So if Noah Scurry is responsible for something that vicious and that ruthless and that cold, this wasn't just an average kid. This is a sociopath. This is a kid who was bloodthirsty. And when you look at all the rumors going on and you hear people who's close to the situation speak about it, this doesn't appear to be a situation where Noah Scurry is getting revenge for anything, or where Noah Scurry did this because he's repping a block in their ops. No. Noah Scurry represents a particular clique, OTV, who apparently their entire mission is to just catch high-profile bodies to get their rep up. They're not beefing with these people. They don't people. Their mission is to catch high-profile bodies to get their rep up. It's like Aiden Waters and YBC Duel. YBC Duel had no issues with Aiden Waters. Aiden Waters was a high school track athlete, a high school star who could have went to college on a scholarship as well. But Aiden Waters caught the body of YBC Duel because he wanted to get his rep up. So these are not situations where these people are adversary. So to walk somebody down with a switch and take their face off like that, with no intentions, no malice, no hatred, no animosity in your heart for that person, it shows you're just a different breed.
Officials as 17-year-old Noah Scurry.
It's a horrible day. This is something that no one imagined. The student, according to police, was getting in the car on his way to school behind his house with his mom. So this is something that is quite unimaginable.
When you hear about the crimes that Noah was allegedly involved in, it will somewhat make sense when you hear the manner in which he died. They walked up while he was in front of his mama, getting in his mama's vehicle, and they murdered him in front of his mom. For something like that to happen to you, Brad, they would have had to have such malice, disdain, hatred in their heart for you that is unimaginable to even explain or try to comprehend. Their hatred for Noah could be explained if Noah was walking up to people with switches taking their face off. Now, shortly after his death, a few hours, the murder vehicle was located. It was a white Jeep. And a day after the murder vehicle was located, one man was taken into custody for the murder of Noah. It means that 3 people could be involved, but one man that's currently in custody is C-Baby, which is Gilly's nephew, YG Chief's cousin. Now, it's currently unclear why police are speaking to C-Baby or why or what they believe his role in Noah Scurry's death is, but C-Baby is currently in custody. Now, the interesting thing about this is, before C-Baby got arrested or got detained for Noah Scurry's murder, C-Baby had a very interesting IG post. C-Baby is keeping it true to the street code, man. The body ain't worth it if the streets don't know you did it. So after allegedly catching the body of Noah, man, he's on the IG story dissing Noah. My FanDuel chicken cook. Just know they did it first. Blood, whole. He went ahead and said, I feel sorry for his mama. Clown, broken heart emoji. But this right here is the post we got to pause on. He would write, get your rest, Cheesy. That boy gas now. Confirming they smoked Noah Scurry because Noah Scurry was responsible for the death of YG Cheese. But it gets more self-incriminating, people. See, the song he used, Intro by Lil Durk, it had some very incriminating lyrics. On the intro, Lil Durk rap, see the one that killed my blood, laying in blood, I can rest. Now, obviously this applies to the situation, but it applies to the situation in a deeper sense. There was a video going around of Noah Scurry laying in blood as his mama is over him hugging him. This right here is not just this is the most self-incriminating thing I ever seen, bro. Ever. At this point, me and the police do the same job, bro. We look at IG for a living and we get paid for it. It's time to go to the police academy, bro, because catching these ninjas is getting easier and easier as the day go by, man. But it doesn't appear that C-Baby even cared about incriminating himself. He wanted people to know that this was because of Cheese. He wanted people to know that Noah died because he did something to Cheese. It's a shame, man. But if Noah Scurry was out here claiming to have 5 bodies, and one body they're claiming is he walked down Fat Dame with a switch and took his face off, and now Cheese family is claiming he killed Cheese. The Noah Scurry was a menace, right? The Noah Scurry was allegedly demonic, a serial killer. So it doesn't appear like C-Baby, if he was involved or is involved, it doesn't appear he cares about being arrested by the police for this at all. It looks like he's pretty satisfied with the outcome. And he was ready to go to jail or ready for whatever, the consequences would be because he got his man. Y'all let me know in the comment section. What do you guys think about this? And if you're still watching, click on this video somewhere on my screen to find out why Jamie Foxx is currently beefing with Cat Williams for saying this about him. Click on this video here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.